As the calendar turns and a brand new year stretches out like an unwritten script, General Hospital fans are finding unexpected inspiration from one of the show's most enduring stars. Steve Burton, best known for his iconic portrayal of Jason Morgan, has kicked off the new year with words that resonate far beyond Port Charles, words rooted in resilience, gratitude, and the courage to begin again. For decades, Burton has been a familiar presence in daytime television, a steady force in a genre defined by constant change. Characters come and go, storylines twist and explode, but Jason Morgan's quiet strength and moral certainty have long served as an emotional anchor for viewers. As the new year begins, Burton's message feels like an extension of that same grounded spirit. Only this time, it's directed not from Jason Morgan to Port Charles, but from Steve Burton to the real world. At the heart of Burton's New Year reflection is the idea of starting fresh without erasing the past. He acknowledges that every year leaves its marks, some joyful, some painful, but reminds fans that growth doesn't require perfection. Instead, it asks for honesty. According to Burton, the new year isn't about pretending last year didn't hurt. It's about deciding that pain won't define the road ahead. That sentiment lands powerfully for General Hospital viewers, many of whom have watched Burton's character survive betrayals, violence, loss, and moral dilemmas. Jason Morgan never pretended the past didn't matter, but he also never allowed it to paralyze him. Burton seems to draw from that same philosophy in real life, encouraging fans to move forward with intention rather than fear. Another cornerstone of Burton's message is gratitude, not as a cliché, but as a daily practice. He speaks about appreciating the small moments, quiet mornings, shared laughter, health, and the ability to keep trying. In an age where resolutions often focus on more success, more money, more recognition, Burton flips the script. He suggests that fulfillment often comes from noticing what's already there. For longtime fans, this humility feels authentic. Despite decades of success, Burton has always maintained a grounded, approachable presence. His New Year words reflect someone who understands that longevity, whether in a career, a relationship, or personal growth, comes from consistency and appreciation, not constant reinvention. Burton also touches on faith and inner strength, themes that have become increasingly important in his public life. Without preaching or prescribing a single path, he emphasizes the importance of believing in something bigger than fear, whether that's faith, purpose, or a personal sense of meaning. He encourages fans to lean into what centers them when life feels uncertain. That message feels especially relevant as the world enters another year filled with unknowns. Burton's words don't promise easy days ahead. Instead, they acknowledge uncertainty while offering reassurance. Strength isn't the absence of fear, but the willingness to keep showing up anyway. One of the most compelling aspects of Burton's New Year reflection is his focus on kindness, especially toward oneself. He reminds fans that growth is rarely linear. Setbacks happen, old habits resurface, progress stalls, but none of that negates effort. According to Burton, learning to give yourself grace is just as important as pushing yourself forward. This perspective mirrors some of Jason Morgan's most powerful arcs on General Hospital. Jason has often been his own harshest judge, carrying guilt and responsibility silently. Burton's real-life message feels like a gentle evolution of that narrative, an understanding that strength and compassion are not opposites, but partners. Burton also addresses connection, thanking fans for their unwavering support through the years. He acknowledges that the relationship between daytime actors and their audience is uniquely intimate. Viewers invite these characters into their homes every day, often during life's most ordinary and most difficult moments. Burton expresses gratitude for that trust, reminding fans that their loyalty and passion give the work meaning. For many General Hospital viewers, Burton's presence has been a constant through decades of personal milestones, graduations, marriages, losses, new beginnings. His New Year message recognizes that shared history, turning it into a mutual celebration rather than a one-sided tribute. Perhaps the most inspiring part of Burton's words is his emphasis on choice. He reminds fans that while we can't control everything that happens to us, we can choose how we respond. We can choose hope over bitterness, effort over apathy, and courage over comfort. The new year, he suggests, isn't a magic reset button. It's an invitation to choose differently, one day at a time. As General Hospital continues to evolve and new storylines unfold, Steve Burton's New Year message stands as a reminder of why he remains such a beloved figure. It's not just about the action-packed scenes or the iconic leather jacket. It's about the values he quietly represents: loyalty, resilience, humility, and heart. As fans step into the new year, Burton's inspiring words linger like a steady voice in the background, encouraging them to move forward with purpose and grace. In true Jason Morgan fashion, the message isn't flashy or loud. It's calm, resolute, and deeply human.